Men that think that women use them for free dinners on dates, allow me. We still have to suffer through your company for 2 hours for a free frickin' steak. Do you think that we want to do that? Any woman who has employment can pay for their own dinner, okay? And so most women, not all, but most, worth their salt, are going to think, would I rather sit at home, have Chick-fil-A with myself, Netflix, hee hee ha ha, and enjoy my company, or sit with a man I don't want to be with for 2 hours for a free steak? I know which one I'm choosing, and it ain't the steak.
Coffee dates are the future for first dates. There is no stopping it. Pay for the dinner or keep your mouth shut.
Oh, breaking news. Women are using men for food. They're using us for food now. They don't... They're using us for food. Like, I want you to understand this. If she only hits you up to go on dates, right? And we're not even talking about like a hike, like coffee, I don't know, bowling. You know what I'm saying? Like little small shit. But if she hits you up just to eat, and you notice a pattern, like, damn, like why we just eat? Like, why we never do like an activity or like just go walk somewhere? Why are we always eating? Now I'm not like saying like, oh, you can't eat on like a hike or something. You can have like a little picnic or something like that. But I'm saying like, yo, there's dudes out here, they're just getting hit up because they know like you're gonna pay for it. You're gonna pay for it. Because you're the man, you're always gonna pay for it, right? You're getting used. And then it's like, there's no attraction, there's no like, dog, your contact name is probably like food. You don't even have a name.
The girls will hit you with something like, I love trying out new restaurants. I love to eat. When you ask them about their hobby, they just want to get fed and take aesthetic pictures for the gram.
One of the most dumb-ass rhetorics I hear from dudes when it comes to dating is how many of them think that women use them for free meals when it comes to dates. Sorry, like, do y'all genuinely think we are on some poverty line that, like, I can't pay for a fucking dinner? Hi, guy, I go to these dinners on my own. My friends and I go to these dinners, the same spots you're taking me to.
First off, what you're saying is stupid. You think that just because you can pay for it yourself, that means it's going to stop you from using someone to get it for free. That doesn't make sense. There are some women out there that absolutely use men for free food. Let me show you a few examples. Here's a young lady that's saying using men for free food is so 2025, and that in 2026, you should use them for tickets to cinema. So that way she can go there and the men doesn't even need to be there. Remembering all the men I use for free food on dates. Me reminding myself to respond to unopened DMs so I can use men for free dinner dates when I'm bored and hungry. So even though you are saying that you and your friends don't use men for free dinner dates, here you have a bunch of women saying that they do. You have to understand that some women absolutely uses men for free dinner dates. Sometimes they're just bored and they have these men take them out so they can eat for free and have a good time, and they have no interest in them whatsoever.
They think that just because they can pay for their own meals, it somehow disproves the claim that they are using men for free meals.
My last TikTok received a lot of hate, and honestly, I expected that. This now deleted comment said, "What do you expect? It's a first date." I'm here to remind everybody that the basic traditional standard first date in the United States not that long ago was dinner and a movie. Dinner and a movie, and we stopped going on those because you guys were using the movie portion of it to try to make out with us. And instead of doing better, you guys downgraded, and you're wondering why girls don't want to go out on your coffee dates with you. We're not trying to use you for a free meal. A spritz of my perfume costs more than whatever coffee you're about to buy me. It's that you guys want a cheap hookup and we don't. And instead of going after women that do, or sex workers, you guys want to trick us into doing that. It's not gonna work. You can't go into my comments and try to bring our standards down. We don't want it. We know what you're doing. We're just not going to play with it. Do better.
We stopped going to movies because it became convenient to watch movies on streaming platforms. Don't you dare put this on us. When women start paying for dinner dates, we would go back to it. Till then, no thank you.
A while ago when I went to the bar, I remember this guy approached me at the bar. And he was like, hey, I thought you were cute. Would you be interested in getting to know each other? And I was like, yeah. And, okay, mind you, this guy is not objectively attractive, okay? And I was like, yeah, sure. And then I was like, do you want to buy me a drink? And he said no. And then I walked off after that, because what do you mean you don't have enough money to buy me a drink at the bar? Or I feel like the mindset is, I'm so scared of spending $10 or $15 on a girl if I don't 100% have a shot with her. You know what? I'm not going to give the time of day to a guy that is that cheap and not even attractive. And I've dated non-conventionally attractive men before, and I have no problem with it, but I'm not going to date a non-conventionally attractive man and somebody that's also cheap.
Why were you scared to spend that money on yourself if you wanted a drink so badly? That man dodged a bullet, if you ask me.
Can we please bring back men offering to buy you a drink at a bar? Like, as a grown man, why are you sitting here talking to me for 5-6 minutes and you have not said, like, oh, hey, what are you drinking, or sent a drink over? Like, it's common sense, common knowledge.
We tried it, got used, stopped doing it, got rich. It is time for strong, independent women to start spending their own money.
I think it's perfectly socially acceptable to go on dates as a hobby. Like, one of my hobbies is going on first dates. And here I am. I go on the first date, like, sure, yeah, to meet the guy, to talk, get to know them, tell them about me, like, see if there's potential love there, like, whatever. Like, that's a small part of it. The big part of it is that I go and I get to try a new restaurant or a new spot in Boston. And usually, if not always, it's fun to buy the guy. So I'm like, ooh, like, let's go explore a little bit. So I always try to get the guy to, like, pick a restaurant that I haven't been to yet, or pick a cool new up-and-coming spot or whatever. Because if I'm gonna go on a date, and, like, this guy might be great, but, you know, he might also just, like, most likely, most of them are just, like, not my vibe. Like, and that's fine. But at least I'm gonna go try a new spot.
Arrogantly entitled beggars doing their best to expose their play. Humpty Dumpty in the flesh. This is why a lot of men in the West no longer give a shit about dating.
It just cost me $49.36 to fill up my tank. If a man thinks I am spending any of that gas, any of that $49.36 amount of gas, I can't even get it out, any of that gas to come meet you for coffee, you done lost your mind, because I ain't doing it. Give me somewhere worthwhile driving to, okay?
I'm guessing we flew to the coffee shop and didn't buy gas for our car too. Make more money and you wouldn't complain about that cheap-ass gas. You women need to humble yourselves.
When dudes we talk about how they don't want to take women out to eat, women don't deserve to get taken out to eat because they be using them for a free meal, I'd be quiet. Because that's exactly what I used to do. Like, exactly, honey. When Tinder came out, baby, and I was in high school, baby, I used to swipe right. Right to the restaurant, honey. I had a lot of first dates. Woo! Where you want to go, baby? I had the spot picked out. Kitchen bar. Here, there, period. I remember one time I went out with this one guy, and it came down to the bill or whatever, and he was like, all right, well, I'll do the food and you can do the drinks. I was like, I can't, actually. Actually, I can't. He was like, well, what would you have done if I didn't have the money? I don't know. Like, anyway, paid him. It's past my curfew. And by the way, it was always a white boy. Period. And that's on reparations.
Typical black woman. They don't see men as humans, they see men as a means to an end. They're so insufferable. No more dinner dates.
And if he's asking you out for coffee as a first date, go ahead and block him right now. Quickly. Men only ask women out for coffee for the first date if, one, they're cheap, and two, he's not actually sure he's interested in you. Don't you want a man that's sure he's interested in you? I've heard from the horse's mouth themselves. Men have told me they only take women on coffee dates if they're not sure they want to pursue the girl. So at the end of the date, if he changes his mind, if he gets the ick, he says, well, at least I only spent $20 on coffee. I know that you know you're worth more than $20 for coffee, whether he's sure or not. So get rid of him, babe. Your husband would never.
Single women sure love giving bad advice to their fellow women. Give me one good reason why a sane woman should listen to what you just said. You can't even keep a man.
What would I take you on a date for? I already seen on your TikTok that you don't like the movies, the park, coffee. You want me to pay your rent, your hair, your nails on the first date, and you're celibate. What do we need to date for? There is no mystery. I know everything that's going on with you. I've seen everything I need to see. Where you guys feel like you are setting your standard by making these proclamations, you're actually just showing your hand. You are removing the need for anybody to be intrigued by you or to want to pursue you because you are just throwing up all of these things before somebody can even say something to you. Y'all are trying to enforce the standard with words instead of actions. And what you're really doing is you're setting yourself up to be taken advantage of, because if somebody really wants to get with you, all they're going to do is offer you whatever you said online, get what they want, and then dip. When someone offers you something that you don't like, you don't give it more energy by coming on here and making a TED Talk about it. You go to someone else. Actions.
Trust me, those are just 304s waiting to be pampered. Women are losing big time when it comes to dating. They keep doubling down on a losing strategy.
I have to quit the internet. I really do. Sorry, we all have to pretend that we like coffee dates now, or we get read to absolute fucking filth. You want me to go to coffee with you? We're not in a fucking Bible study. Like, the last person I got coffee with who I was not like working with was a girl who my boyfriend was cheating on me with. That's what coffee is for. Sorry, you're asking me a coffee before you ask me to marry you? It's not happening. Would she expect a nice dinner? Yeah. What if she did? Get your money up, not your funny up. It is not her fault that you were an insecure loser. Also, dates don't have to be expensive to be fun. The best first date I've ever been on was a picnic where we were watching skateboarders in Venice. It was just a blanket and a bottle of wine. We had such a great time. We ended up going out with both of our friend groups later that night. And by the end of the night, we were so faded and so in love. We went skinny dipping in the ocean at 2 a.m. I'm sorry you're boring. Don't blame the economy. Figure it out and leave that girl alone.
Next time, just post a picture of a red flag with your name on it. Save us all a couple of minutes. We need to avoid women like you and other women like you.
I'm never doing dinner on a first date. And if any woman thinks that she deserves dinner on a first date, y'all can keep her, because you're bugging. Because at the end of the day, you're not trying to really get to know me. It feels like you're just trying to get a free meal. Now, and if we do maybe go grab a bite to eat, it's going to be something very small. I'm not paying for any major dinner.
Let's go see what the girls had to say in the comments. Someone said yes to coffee. Another girl said, I normally meet at the park for a walk and talk sesh, which is wild to me because they can like murder you. Coffee and walk. Hate dinner on a first date. Going to a dinner is too long because you're committed to a stranger. You can literally get up and leave. Someone said, let's get a slice of pizza, walk in the park, coffee, another walk in the park, coffee, brunch. Well, that's actually not bad. Coffee, IHOP. Someone went to Ruth Chris. They were invited and decided they were going to get cocktails instead. That sounds wild. That's crazy as hell. Coffee again. The girls are not standing on nothing. I'm not going to lie. Part of the reason why the dating pool is so bad for women is because of women. They're willing to accept walks in the park for a first date. To an extent, I understand not wanting to invest too much or wanting to leave quickly if the vibe doesn't, match up. But FaceTime works. Your phone calls work. You can get these people on the phone and ask them your non-negotiable questions and all of that. Figure out like if they truly align with you and knock them out that way without having to go for a walk in the park. But the thing is, people are not dating to be intentional. They're dating for the moment. When people say, I want to be able to vibe, they want to know if they're attracted to you and would have sex with you. That's what that means on both sides when they say that. So no one's dating intentionally. And they're going out saying, I'll do coffee, walk in the park, and then be surprised when later on, if they're still dating with the person, they do literally next to nothing for them. Because you set the bar with nothing. I'm not judging, but I'm just saying, like, if that's your approach, not wanting to invest a lot in the beginning, get on FaceTime and get on the phone and ask your non-negotiables. There's a good chance you won't even go outside with them after that. but people don't do that, so.
Black women are always trying to get you to spend your money on them. It's like they have a whole course dedicated to manipulating men to spend money. It's crazy.
I just had a guy ask me out on a coffee date. I'm sorry, I don't drink coffee, but even if I did, I wouldn't go on the date because I feel like I'm more of an investment than a coffee date. I just think that that's very high school and I don't like it. And when I try to explain in the nicest way that why I'm not interested, he's trying to give me other ideas that's basically on the same level as coffee. Like, oh, let's go to ice cream, let's go to a bakery.
And here's another one. But yet, you're complaining about a grown-up date and still single. I wonder why.
I'm not a sweets person, not a bakery person. I'm a lunch and dinner person. So take me out to lunch and dinner. He's like, oh, but what if we don't click? And then I spent all this money on an expensive dinner and, you're just going to walk away from my life. I never said it had to be an expensive dinner, but I like dinner. I don't like dessert. I am a high value woman. I am a classy lady.
You high value, but you don't want your dinner to be expensive. And you don't know that dinner would cost more than a coffee date. Now, what class was you in school?
Like, I'm not trying to go to an ice cream or dessert shop. I don't even like that stuff, So I just feel like I just basically said we're not compatible. And he was like, oh, fine, bye. Like, he got so upset. But I'm like, I don't understand why guys do this. But whatever. Am I wrong? Tell me in the comments if I'm wrong.
You're not wrong. You're just setting yourself up to be single for life.
You are a huge investment for sure. A lot is needed to feed you, plus widening the doorways in my house and buying a reinforced bed. Anyway, that's all for today. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons. Also, click on the notification bell to know when I drop a new video. Bye.